So this is Austin with Gallegos Plumbing, performing a private sewer lateral inspection at 981 Brookeview Avenue in the city of Westlake. I am roughly 88 feet out from the 3-inch cleanout that I accessed in the wall here behind the downstairs bathroom. I'm currently looking at the city connection towards the center of the street, and I'm going to start pulling back towards the home. So right now we're in 4-inch clay sewer pipe looking at the city connection. As I pull back here, what I'm looking for are any offsets, cracks, breaks, or root intrusion. So here at the 85-foot mark, there is a root intrusion at this joint. This can be either maintenanced by hydrojetting this pipe, or for a more permanent repair, you could install an epoxy liner to basically sleeve this pipe so those roots do not grow back into those joints. As I pull back here at the 80-foot mark, this is what we want these joints to look like as we're pulling back. You can see there's no root intrusion, no offsets or cracks, which is what the majority of the sewer line looks like. But basically that last joint just before the city connection, there is that root intrusion at the joint. You can see this section spotless and free, clear of all debris, which is good. And that root intrusion is in the street just before the city tie-in. Here at the 55-foot mark, we're going to make a 45-degree turn. We can see the black gasket that's kind of pushing through the clay joint. It's nothing of an issue. Just wanted to note that. That's what that black is, like a gasket where those connect at that connection. Here we have a buried cleanout that is at just before the sidewalk. That's not accessible to surface. Again, here we have a gasket kind of pressing through the joint there. But really the only deficiency that I see is that root intrusion at the 85-foot mark. And these, just like I said, just the gaskets are kind of pressing through, but no root intrusion.
I love him.
And as I come through the front planter area towards the house, again, we're just seeing kind of some of those gaskets showing at those joints, but not an issue. And then right here at the 32-foot mark, this is going to end the private sewer lateral inspection, where we're going to make this transition from clay to ABS. And same thing here, there's going to be a buried cleanout in the front planter, kind of underneath the walkway next to the water main. That is not accessible to surface, but we did locate where that was. But that basically completes my lateral inspection at that point. I'm now going to scope the drains underneath the slab of the downstairs. These are all ABS pipe and fittings, free and clear of all debris. But basically, the only recommendation for this would be hydrojetting that root intrusion out, or for a more permanent repair, installing an epoxy liner. I will give a quote to do so. And I'm going to come out my cleanout here that is in the living room behind the downstairs bathroom. Here's my cleanout, and here is the property. And that completes my inspection. I'll follow up with the estimates for repairs.